Merry Christmas, High Vibe Tribe. This is my YouTube channel, Divine Hippie 2222. Thank you for spending some of your day with me. Today, I'm going to be doing Today, I'm going to be doing a reading for the air signs. That's going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And it's going to be for the week of Christmas. Yay! So, thank you so much again for spending some time with me. Don't forget to hit the like button, share it if you really like it, subscribe to my channel, and please hit the bell notification so that way you can be notified of any new videos that come out. So let's get started. So these are general readings. General readings pick up on the general energy of the air signs. So please note that take what resonates, chunk what doesn't. Nobody likes to be forced into a situation they are not in. So don't try to make yourself a square peg and put it into a round hole. You will know if aspects of this message or the entire message resonates with you. So how this works is you watch the general readings, and then if part of the message or all of the message resonates, then go and get a personal reading done, please. That reader will connect with your energy directly instead of the general energy. And then that way you can find out what you should pay attention to, what wasn't meant for you, that type of thing. This is a learning channel. So if any of you are readers out there and you interpret the cards differently, please feel free to do so. All right, guys, let's get started. I'm going to be using my Halloween deck. Oh, so excited. It's called The Halloween Tarot by Karen Lee. I love this deck. I've had so much fun using it. So I've already pre-shuffled and pre-cut the deck. Sorry, I had a loose hair. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Divine Spirits, I invite you into my space, and I request your aid and your assistance in delivering the messages for our beautiful and beloved air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Thank you. All right. All right, spirits. What messages do you have for our Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for the week of Christmas 2019? We just got 4 cards all at once. Right on. Okay. So the first card that came out is the 5 of Pumpkins. And pumpkins are pentacles in this deck. Then we got Justice. We got the Star. That's cool. I love gargoyles. And we got the 4 of Imps. And imps are representative of wands. Okay, spirits. One more card, please, for our beloved air signs. One more card. There we go. And we got the Page of Ghosts. And then the card on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Bats. And bats are representative of swords. Okay. So, the 5 of Pumpkins. Okay, now the descriptions in this book are like 2 sentences, if that. So I'm going to read them twice, and then we'll get into what the message actually is getting at. So with the 5 of Pumpkins, A turning point, distress, disappointment, loss or unexpected difficulties, solving problems brought on by material losses. A turning point, distress, disappointment, loss or unexpected difficulties, solving problems brought on by a material loss. Then we got the Justice card. Justice, there we go. Sorry, my hand is all itchy. Justice, fairness, equality, achieving balance through elimination of excess baggage, ill-conceived ideas, and misdirected efforts. Justice, fairness, equality, achieving balance through elimination of excess baggage, ill-conceived ideas, and misdirected efforts. And then we got the Star card. There it is. There we go. As gargoyles channel water, this card offers new hope, understanding, optimism, renewal, clarity, insight. The harmony of the subconscious and conscious, an outpouring of feeling. As gargoyles channel water, this card offers new hope, understanding, optimism, renewal, clarity, insight. The harmony of the subconscious and the conscious, an outpouring of feeling. And then we got the Four of Imps. A well-deserved celebration of accomplishments, prosperity, peace, joy, exuberance, possible romance. A well-deserved celebration of accomplishments, prosperity, peace, joy, exuberance, possible romance. And then we got the Page of Ghosts. A student of life, expressive, artistic, and imaginative. A message is on its way. A student of life, expressive, artistic, and imaginative. A message is on its way. And then for the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Bats, and bats represent swords. So this would be the Queen of Swords. So this is the overall energy for the entire reading, this card right here. A smart, intuitive, intense woman who lives alone. Confrontational, but not aggressively so. Emotionally detached, but not inhuman. A smart, intuitive, intense woman who lives alone. Confrontational, but not aggressively so. Emotionally detached, but not inhuman. So, if you are a male air sign, that doesn't mean this card isn't for you. It just means that you are embodying the energy of the Queen. So what I'm getting is that you're content. You're You're not closed off to the possibility of being in a relationship, but being by yourself, you are extremely content. You don't take anything. It's not very easy to pull the wool over your eyes because it says confrontational, but not aggressively so. So you know how to set healthy boundaries. It's kind of like maybe you were confused at first because see all the clouds in the bottom half of the card? Well, the clouds are clearing away up top. So when you were confused, now you're seeing the truth. Whatever your truth is, however the situation resonates for you. So what I'm getting is that, okay, let me see. Sometimes the cards come out in order and sometimes I feel like the order needs to be rearranged. The point is that the message gets out. The Five of Pumpkins. So that's generally the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold. And what this says was materialistic loss. Let me see. Let me go back to it. And see, they're taking their cat. They're on their way. It's like they left. And they left for good. They took the cat. So, a turning point, distress, disappointment, loss or unexpected difficulties, solving problems brought on by material loss. So you're working through it. Just because you're out in the cold right now doesn't mean this is where you're going to stay. This is just a transition point from you're like at A.5, meaning you were at A, maybe that was the material loss, and you're on your way to B. So that's why I say A.5. Like you're halfway between A and B. And, it looks like a family. And they are moving on. And part of the energy that's going on right now between the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020 is getting rid of the old and making room for the new. So maybe you're moving. Maybe you are, loss doesn't have to necessarily be a negative experience. If you have the mindset that things happen for you instead of to you, maybe they left a smaller house and they're getting a bigger one. Maybe they are leaving a job and moving on to a better job, but that requires them moving. So in that sense, there is a loss because you're leaving one place and going on to another. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a negative thing. That's the thing. Remember that if you can change the way you think about something, meaning try to find a positive spin on it, it helps to move you through and it keeps you from being stuck. And see, they're walking. They're not huddled. They're not standing still, huddled and crying and cold. I mean, they're cold, but they're moving. This is advancement. But it's like halfway advancement, meaning it's only half the journey. You're almost there. Maybe right around the corner is where their destination is. And then the Page of Ghosts talks about a message coming. So, Page, a student of life, expressive, artistic, and imaginative. He is, oh, see, there's a little envelope at the bottom. So maybe you'll get like a text message or a direct message or maybe a physical old school snail mail letter, or it could be a phone call. You never know. And everybody's excited. They want to see what the message is. They're looking up to the ghost, and the ghost took his hood off so that he could see, what the message is. And he's holding a cup. So ghosts are representative of cups, and cups are emotions. And his expression looks pretty happy. Even the moon looks pretty happy. So this is, I would say this is a good message, in my opinion. You're getting a good message. If you haven't already received it, you will be getting a good message. And then the Star card, whoop, I think that's so cool. The gargoyle, he's high on the rooftop, and he's looking down over the village, and he's just in awe of everything below him. I think that's so cool. And the little clock tower, yay. And the star, again, talked about, as gargoyles channel water, this card offers new hope. You're leaving an old situation and you're moving on to a new one. This is offering you hope. So even if you feel like you've been left out in the cold, even if you feel like this may be a negative change, there's hope coming. And understanding, optimism, renewal, clarity, harmony of subconscious and conscious. That's balance, internal balance. I mean, the gargoyle, in my opinion, he's pretty pleased looking over everything that he's maybe accomplished or, protects. But he's helping, think about it this way. He's helping to channel the water so that it doesn't all flood in one area. So he's helping to direct the emotions. So maybe this is, part of the message that if you have optimism, renewal, clarity, insight, direct those emotions through instead of the negative ones. And that will help you come to the Four of Imps. And the Four of Imps talked about a well-deserved celebration. Look, they've got the poles out. They've decorated it. It looks like they're dancing around the poles. They're having a good time. They're smiling. It's like a social event. And prosperity, peace, joy, exuberance, possible romance. That's nice. There's an opportunity coming. You have to look at it as an opportunity, though. And be excited. Be inquisitive. Be creative in your problem solving. And just because I say problem solving, again, it doesn't necessarily have a negative connotation. But come up with a creative idea to get through whatever this represents for you. The creative idea may be in the message. Maybe it's something that you need to realize from the message. Make sure you try to stay positive about it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And in doing so, there will be celebration. And on top of that, justice. Justice. It talked about... Sorry, guys. Justice, fairness, equality, achieving balance through elimination of excess baggage. What is the whole thing with 2020? Getting rid of the old to make room for the new. Balance, elimination of excessive baggage, ill-conceived ideas, and misdirected efforts. Positive, stay positive, and maybe do some early spring cleaning. Maybe do spring cleaning of your mind. Maybe it's not so much physical, like your physical world, but maybe it is because this talks about a possible materialistic loss. So maybe loss is not really a painful loss the way you think. Maybe loss is just like going through your stuff and realizing if you haven't touched something in 6 months to a year, do you need it? That's something to consider. But I see the outcome. So you are maybe confused because of all the clouds. And your bats represent swords, which represents like truth and knowledge and insight. So as the clouds start breaking, you're going to see the bigger picture. You're going to see that this is all happening for you instead of to you. It may not seem like it in the moment because it's tough. Change is not comfortable. Whether it's for a good reason or not, it's still not comfortable. But it's okay. Because either a message came first and then you felt like you were moving and had to change, or you had to change and then a message came. I'm actually thinking now that you're getting a message first. You're getting the message first because most people don't make changes unless they want to, need to. And when I say need, it's more like forced to. Like there's no other choice. There's no other option. You can't sit there any longer. So I think the message came first. Then I think the struggle, the materialistic loss possibly, came from the message. However, be mindful, be creative, be optimistic. It's a star. Stars are positive outcomes. It may even be fast because it's a star card. Sometimes this card talks about speed, like timing. So it may even come fast and you may just blink and all of a sudden, oh my God, holy shit, there I am, So it's going to stay optimistic no matter what your struggle is, because it's going to become a reason to celebrate. And in celebrating, you're going to get justice. You're going to make room for the old and bring in the new. The scales are balanced. He's got the shrunken voodoo heads and the rat. But notice how they're balanced. Notice how everybody's watching him. Everybody's got their eyes on the scarecrow. You're going to be recognized. You're going to be recognized. And I think that's a positive thing. That's what I think. I think you got a message. And the message didn't feel very good. But by staying positive, it will become something to celebrate. And it will feel like you got justice in the end. And there may be a new love opportunity. You may be by yourself, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a smile in the moon. I think this is a really positive message, guys. I think this is really positive. I think the overall message is no matter what obstacles you face, try to stay positive. Try to be in a positive mindset, because by doing so, it will allow the growth and the change and the experience to not suck so much. and to pass faster, I think. I mean, we're human, we get caught up in, self-shame, whatever. We get caught up in negative thoughts, negative reactions. But recognize that. When you recognize that, you can redirect your thoughts. Just like the gargoyle redirecting water into the street. You can redirect your thoughts. And when you do so, when you see the positive instead of the negative, then you find things to be appreciative for, grateful for. You find things to celebrate. I think that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to get an oracle card for this message. Spirits. Ooh, that flew out. We got Sound of the Fierce Flute. That is card number 29. So, let me look in the book. Okay. Discernment empowers to make choices that are aligned with your spiritual intentions. Align the water. Stay positive. Like a fierce sounding flute, cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent. Sword, cut through the bullshit. See how the fog is clearing and you see what's going on? Like a fierce sounding flute, cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values and spiritual destiny without getting caught up in distraction. It allows you to stay lined up, in alignment, staying positive, being creative, realizing you're not stuck here. You're actually moving, even though the movement may not be exciting or fun. If you wish to grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, being positive, choosing to move in that direction instead of negativity, being creative and choosing higher vibrational thoughts, you'll get to your abundance. You'll get to your celebration. If you wish to grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, then discerning between higher and lower vibrational choices is helpful. Guys, I just said that. Choose higher vibrational choices. And, what was the card? Talked about peace, abundance. I don't remember. This is a brand new deck. I'm still learning. But this card basically reiterates the message that I just said. No matter what challenges you face, any message you get, be it, creative, positive, frustrating. If you wish to grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, then discerning between higher and lower vibrational choices is helpful. Are you going to be the gargoyle? And are you going to redirect the water into a storm drain? Or are you going to take a lower vibrational route and allow the water just to overwhelm you? Face it. Acknowledge whatever it is that's going on. And by acknowledging it and trying to think positively, then you can meet all the challenges. It may not be exciting. It may not be pleasant. But it's not the end of the world, because you're going to get justice, and have reason to celebrate. and through love, possible romance. So, I mean, that's awesome, guys. I don't know if this was past, present, or future in the readings. The energy can be some of all, or it can be, mixed. So, I mean, I just said that in different ways. It can either be mixed or it can be past, present, or future. So, again, you, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, are going to be the only ones that know how this message relates to you. But my suggestion, if you're open to it, is try to stay positive. Try to bring yourself up into a higher vibrational state. And that way, you'll see the reasons to celebrate and you'll see the justice. Don't let the water, don't let the struggle, whatever it is, don't let it overwhelm you. Acknowledge it and say, okay, it's here. What am I going to do about it? And then accept it and allow the water to flow through you so that you can move the water. Boom. I think that's the best course of action. Well, I hope this was helpful, guys. That is, that's a really good message. So I know it's Christmas. So again, if you get a message, try to be creative. Try to stay positive. Don't let it get you down, even if it's Christmas week. Don't let it get you down. Because in the end, when you acknowledge what's going on and you take charge and you address it, it's going to work out for you. It's all going to work out. You're the queen. You're celebrating. And the queen gets justice. She's the queen. And again, if you're a male, it doesn't mean that this is only for females. It just means you embody the energy that the queen exudes and who the queen is. Because we all have masculine and feminine aspects to us. It just depends on what's going on and what we channel and what we're experiencing as to which energy we decide to harness. So as long as you can acknowledge the fact that it's just energy and everyone has masculine and feminine energy, no matter what your sex is, then I think that'll be a little easier to understand. So, all right, guys, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button, please. It's a learning channel. I'm growing. I am expanding, and I am reaching anyone out there who is welcome to a little bit of advice. So have a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful holiday season, and have a great New Year's, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye.